what's up, car fam? I'm gonna be selling my 2016 Audi A3. This is the 2-liter turbo with the Quattro all-wheel drive. Super fun to drive, definitely zero regrets. I've enjoyed this car so much. We've been on several trips to the mountains, back and forth to LA a bunch of times, so I've put about 20,000 miles on this car in a year. My wife and I daily drive this car and basically, been able to enjoy it. And so I've done a couple of modifications to it. I'll show you what it looks like before. I'll insert that now. So as you can see, it was definitely totally different. So some of the things that I did first actually was the side skirt. So that there didn't come with the car. I actually bought that from eBay. I think I got it for like $100 or something like that. The car comes with that section just completely flat, and I knew I wanted to cover it because basically with this build we weren't looking to make anything crazy. We just wanted to do more of like an OEM plus build type of thing. Super just clean and simple, but a little bit more spice than the way it looks stock. It looks completely different, and I wanted to make sure that this car kind of just fit my personality a little bit more. So then after that, the wheels is what we changed. I've actually had two different sets of wheels on this car, so this is the second set. The first one I thought was going to be more of like a gray finish, so I didn't like it. I'll show pictures here. So as you can see, those wheels were like nice. I like the pattern of them, but these wheels look way better. These are the Rotiform KPS R139s, I think. So these I like a lot better. It's a really great quality wheel. And so let me go on this side so you can see a little bit better. So I like the pattern a lot. It has like a matte finish in the front and then more of like a polished, black chrome, I guess you could say, on the inner side of the wheel. So has that nice like shine to it and things like that. It looks really good. This wheel right here you can put on pretty much any car and I think it'll look great. These tires are the Continental ExtremeContact DWS 06 Plus. So it's an ultra high performance all season tire, and then that gives you capabilities for the rain, snow, summer. It's just super solid. A lot of people that have other Audis and things like that go with this tire too, and I see why. It's really great. So the other thing I changed on this car was actually the mirror cap. So before this, it was just a white mirror cap, and that made a big difference. And especially because on the inside of these, you actually have your blind spot monitoring. So with that, having it darker, you can actually see that orange section light up a lot more. And then the next thing we did was the spoiler here. So this didn't come with a spoiler at all, so I added this one here. Got it from eBay, I think for like, I don't know, $80 or something like that. Definitely made the car look a little more beefy from the back. So I really like it a lot, and serves the purpose, just looks a little bit better, gives the car a little bit more of like a balanced look with the proportions, especially after adding the side skirt there and things like that. So super happy, super impressed with it. And then one thing that I really love about this car is just the rear lights. They just have a really nice bright, like this has to be LED, it's super bright. And then you actually have the rear fog lights, which is nice. So if it's really foggy outside, depending on where you live, you can actually have a section, it's somewhere here, where basically it's so much brighter in the rear. I hadn't seen rear fog lights on a car, but I'm sure in Germany they definitely put that to use. So really cool. I like the car a lot. And then this section I love because basically it gives you almost like from this distance, you think the car is like all blacked out on top, but basically it's this section here, and then it has like an oversized sunroof. So the nice part about this one is it doesn't just like slide in the frame like most cars. It actually pops up and then hangs over basically until about there. And I like it because from the outside, it actually looks really cool, like seeing it kind of hover over. It makes the car overall have this like nice balanced look. Honestly, I'm gonna miss this car for sure when I sell it, but at the same time, I have plans for something else, and we have some other things that we're working on, getting ready to move and stuff like that. So this one is gonna go bye-bye for now. But I'm excited for my next purchase, whatever that's gonna be. It'll be fun. But this car has been a blast. I've been able to do a couple things, so I'll pop the hood. It's probably gonna be pretty dirty, but at least you can get an idea of a couple changes. So I didn't do a lot to the engine. I wasn't looking to like get crazy power, even though I know you can out of these because it is turbocharged. Like I know you can get a ton of power out of these. But the only thing I changed basically was this here. This is a 034 Motorsport inlet hose. So this basically connects to the turbo, which is located there. And then you can't really see it, but I actually changed the turbo inlet pipe. So basically all the mods that I did gave this car more airflow. So, and then because of that more airflow, you get more turbo noises, which is nice. So you get like that nice whooshing sound. Actually recorded some clips. The other day I put my microphone under the engine, and then from there, like you could really hear everything and you know what's going on under the hood and stuff like that. So really cool. I got in a car accident, which is, you may or may not be able to tell from the back, but we got hit really hard a couple months ago. We were visiting family. This car, crazy safe. Like it's very small, but even the impact, you could hear how much the car absorbed when we were inside of it. It kept us super safe. So if that's something, you know, you should always keep in mind when you're buying cars and stuff. But this one here, definitely can recommend it as far as a safety point. And then the other thing that I like too is just the minimal like design on here. The interior is just very classic. It's not too much, and I think that's why it's also aged so well, which is the plus of Audis. This here is just, you know, pretty simple, not overdone or anything like that. And then same thing up front, nice and simple. Everything's just black, and this just like fits more of like the vibe that we like in our cars. Just simple, nothing too crazy. And then it does come with, I believe they use JBL as like their stock sound system, even though it's not like branded or anything like that, but sounds really good and comes with the sub. Like this car for the price, especially like used, if you can find one that's been taken care of, this is a solid deal and a much better buy than, let's say, you know, spending almost 30K like some people are on, you know, basic Civic. So I've enjoyed it. There's definitely pros and cons. So I have a video coming out that I'll talk about, you know, some of the more like going from like a Honda Accord, which I had before, and going to this, there's pros and cons from driving dynamics, maintenance costs, stuff like that. So you have to see what works best for you. But here's a look of on the inside. Let me actually turn this on, because this here actually pops up with the screen on this car. So this has like my navigation and all that kind of stuff pops up here, you know, my media and stuff like that. And so that's nice. I added this here. This does not come stock, but as you can tell, not a lot of storage in this car. Like you have this center console, but it's very minimal, you know, 2 cup holders and stuff like that. So I wanted a place for my phone, so that's why I got that. But yeah, this basically has like the navigation, has a DVD player, which is actually under here. I mean, you can only use it really when you're like, you know, parked and stuff. You can't have it while you're driving, but that was cool. And then I'll head on to the other side. So the gauges and all that, very just classic, nothing too crazy. Let me start it up. So this doesn't have like the fully digital display like other cars in the Audis, where the newer ones you have the virtual cockpit. So this is all like a giant screen. But in this one here, as you can see, analog, but definitely serves the purpose. I like it a lot. And then yeah, that's kind of a look at the interior. You have like the controls here and stuff like that. I've never done like a full review on this car, which is funny, but I at least wanted to show you like what you get, what I'm gonna be leaving behind basically. And for those that are, you know, considering one of these, this will probably give you a decent view at what this car is like. So yeah, controls are there, moonroof, and oh, and let me show you how it pops up, because you didn't get to see that earlier. So yeah, it just goes over the roof of the car. And then on the outside, this is what it looks like basically. It just like sits over it. So pretty cool design. I had never really seen that before. Definitely it's, you know, sits perfectly above the antenna and stuff like that. No issues there. And you have the little windscreen there for, you know, bugs and, you know, stuff like that. But yep. Absolutely. As I'm like recording this video, I'm just like, man, I like this car. a lot. It's had like some, you know, issues and stuff like that. Whoever had it before, they were in a car accident, so this body panel here, they didn't do like a proper, probably 3 or 4 stage like paint job and stuff, so the front chips like crazy, but I could tell it's because they didn't use, you know, good quality setup for their paint and stuff like that, so it's been pilling, which is very, very annoying. But other than that, you know, just classic design. Got your little Audi logo there. Love the headlights. They look really good. So yeah, I'm really happy. It's just like a simple car, and the price I paid, I think I got this for, I think last year I got it for like 20, oh man, it's like a little over $20,000 or whatever. And you know, a new Honda Civic right now, it's with markups and stuff like that. Some of those are like 30K. So depending on what you want to do and how long you want to keep the car and things like that, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Love the wheels, all that kind of stuff. So feel free to let me know if you have questions. If you're thinking about getting one of these, I've definitely have like a lot of information on what I like about this car and just details and, you know, overall. So feel free to hit me up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I have a bunch of other car videos coming out, and I do more than, you know, just Audis and Hondas, so stay tuned for those reviews coming up. Catch you in the next video. Peace.